that.
Yeah, I kind of like the SEC having divisions though, and they're bringing in Texas.
Why? Because it's the only
Oklahoma.
chance that Florida has to make an SEC championship.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I really appreciate like not having to play at Alabama every year.
I don't know what I'm doing. This is not the intro. Wait, I mean, you're a Patriots fan. You're kind of like you're kind of not a sadist. You're a masochist. So
Wow.
you could watch the Patriots play football and then punish yourself even more by drinking Heineken.
Yeah, I was just complaining to the play call with my dad. You know, like I don't know what's up with McDaniel, man. Like I don't know if he's getting too cute. I don't know what he's doing, but
He stopped drooling. He needs more nicotine.
Yeah,
he needs something.
Listen, it was a good week for Zach Stradamus.
It was.
Good week.
I'm taking the Bucks.
I'm taking the Bucks as well.
If Trevor was actually a Bucks fan, he would say Bucks by 50.
I'm not a fan. I'm an analyst.
Maybe he is a Bucks fan, and that's why he didn't say that. Because every time he says by 50, any team by 50, they lose. It's practically become my motto this year. I don't believe in love.
I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, you probably should hate yourself because.
Hello and welcome back to another beautiful episode of the Beerly Football Podcast. It is about football, but Beerly, I am your host, Zachary Smith. Join with me as always are two very good friends. One has such a big head, it rivals the nether regions of Drake. It's Beerly Trev Scott. How we doing?
Whoa, pretty good, man. Pretty good. The crazy thing to get compared to right away, but wouldn't be the first time.
I'm trying to make it topical.
I'm
making it topical.
That was interesting.
One hates Patrick Mahomes. That's Beerly Carey.
Love Patrick Mahomes. I'm doing great. I was actually coming out of a Wawa today, got some gas, came out. Then this bus came up. There's all these Chinese tourists, and they started taking pictures of me. And they're like, "Beerly Carey?" And they just started getting on their knees and applauding me. It was crazy. 500 people on their knees saying, "You're the best analyst in sports." It's a great day to be me.
Okay. Okay, dude. I'm so happy for you. That's great for you, dude. I'm so happy for you. So obviously this weekend we do have that game that everyone's been talking. We have the Super Bowl coming up, so this is going to be an episode almost entirely focused on the Super Bowl. But before we get into any of those topics, any of those things, we first have to do something extremely important, and we have to ask, what are we drinking tonight, boys?
That's a good question. Do we have an answer?
Let's start with Trevor. He looks like, or Trev, sorry.
Whatever he goes by.
I want to ruin your brand.
Oh,
Mr.
whatever.
Scott.
I've been thinking about changing my name to T, actually, like T Higgins. Just being T Scott. I feel like that would, be a little easier to remember. This is actually
your name already?
The last time I will ever. What's that, Kerry?
People are forgetting your name. Is it so hard to say Trevor?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, I guess it's hard for you to remember.
Yeah, when you do that much drugs, it's tough.
No, I don't do that much drugs. Anyways, this is the last time I will ever drink a Coors Light on this podcast. It hasn't. I mean, it's what it is, but it hasn't been doing it for me the last.
Hasn't that been in your fridge for like the last year?
Honestly.
I feel like I saw it.
There's been a six-pack in there. I finally decided to drink it, and it's just, at this point, it's just, some wheat water. But I'll take it. I got something special in this cup.
I because I've expanded my horizons since college, and I've tried a lot of different beers, a lot of good beers. I really just can't stand like Ultra or like a Coors or a Miller Lite anymore. I really just can't. I can't taste it anymore. It just tastes bad to me now.
If it's hot outside and you're in the sun and you got a like cold Ultra, I'll take a cold Ultra every time.
If you're at a baseball game, dollar beer night.
Well, for $1, there's a lot of things I'd do for $1. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Anyway,
hey, do you know what?
What are you drinking, Carrie?
Speaking of baseball, I got an American Lager Dinger from the Heineken Brewing Company. They've hit a grand slam with this American Lager. Whether you're at the ballpark or watching the game at home, grab a can and get ready to celebrate America's two favorite pastimes, baseball and beer. Shout out to the previously existed Beerly Baseball podcast. Because this is football podcast, but I'm drinking baseball.
All right. Well, I brought a beer that I brought a drink tonight that I tend to theme it, right, like that one time where I brought on like these really fruity drinks because I really didn't like the Dolphins and I called them
for Pride Month.
Was that when you threw up on Seagram?
No, that was in college before the podcast existed. I did throw up that night.
Podcast is always existed.
I did throw up that night though, but no. I brought a drink that perfectly encompasses who I went to win this game. And then
Alien?
I don't give two hoots.
Two Hoots. Wow. I like that can.
Yeah. Two Hoots. Really, really good. It's a hard iced tea, but it is it's a top drink. It's a top
hard iced tea. I don't think I've ever seen you have that before.
I've only had it a couple times on the show. I think this a couple times on the show. It's my favorite hard iced tea.
Is it better than Twisted Tea?
It's 1,000 times better than Twisted Tea. It's not even particularly close.
Impossible.
Dude.
That's mathematically impossible.
Dude, try it. Try it before you say anything, because Two Hoots is pretty next level. Also, Peace Tea makes a hard iced tea, which is incredible as well. And is at 12% ABV.
That's pretty enticing.
I don't know.
It's really good, dude. I've had the hard lemonade before.
Four Loko.
Yeah, except you don't taste any alcohol. It's crazy. It's incredible though.
That's pretty good.
You drink that out on the course, Zach? Or is that
when I got the time to, you know what I'm saying, dude? When I got the time to. I haven't played a round of golf in a while.
Heavy?
Huh?
Really? Are those too heavy to drink on the golf course?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're great.
What if you had like 15 of them in the front nine?
If you had 15 of them in the front nine, you wouldn't be able to play the back
so.
nine.
Yeah.
You'd probably be at a hospital.
Okay. All right.
Well, they come in cans like a Four Loko. Like they come in like the Peace Tea cans. They're like this big.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. They're incredible.
That's a normal Tuesday morning for Trevor.
Yeah, basically.
Zach, you said you give no who two wins.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a pretty interesting bet the other day about the Super Bowl, and I wonder if you should take the odds on this. I saw a bet that you can bet that the game ends in a tie and aliens come during halftime. Would you take
aliens invade during halftime? The game ends in a tie.
What are your thoughts on that?
As much as I would love for that to be the case, I don't think it's going to happen. So, I mean, listen, when I make bets, I intend to win, and the odds on that are extremely low.
You can win a lot,
though. It's too low. It's not zero. The odds are never zero, but not good enough for me to place any kind of bet on. So I'm going to stay away from that.
Who do we think would be an alien on either team? Like, is Patrick Mahomes just going to like take off his human suit and then come out as a human frog thing?
I think it's going to be Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. What about Andy Reid? Could he be an alien?
Andy Reid, there could be like 3 smaller aliens inside of him controlling him, like from Men in Black.
Yeah, that's a good point. I can see that.
Yeah.
And they just like need to feed on chicken nuggets to be alive.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It's like their only thing they can eat is McDonald's chicken nuggets.
That'd be a pretty interesting thing.
Yeah.
I know this. I can't remember we talked about it last week. You can also bet on if Taylor Swift will get proposed to after the game by Travis Kelce.
Dude, I think it depends on if they win.
Yeah, it'd be kind of depressing if they lose. Just like, want to get married?
Nick Bosa is secretly 3 little black aliens.
That would be funny, honestly.
Well, if they lose, he could just ask her. If they lose, he could just ask her in like 3 weeks or something.
Yeah. So I have an interesting question to propose to you guys, because this is what I think the outcome of this game is going to show, and it is: does it make more sense to find the guy at quarterback and then work backwards off of that, or does it make sense to build a team around a guy who may not be the guy, but he's pretty good, and then move that direction in terms of like GMing, building a team, and that kind of process? First off, I just want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Which would you rather do if you were an NFL GM? I know Trevor doesn't like hypotheticals, but which would you rather do if you were a GM? And then which do you think will come out on top in this circumstance?
I'll go first then. If I'm regardless of this game, I feel like Patrick Mahomes is obviously like once in a lifetime, very rare quarterback. It's very hard to find a quarterback like that. Like, yeah. I mean, I think we all probably agree he'll probably end at least top 5 when his career is said and done.
Yeah,
so
we'll see.
All the quarterbacks that ever played, the chances of finding a guy like him is very rare.
Don't you hate when people say that, Kerry?
I said at the end of his career, not now. That's my thing. I hate when people say he already is. I agree that he will be one day, but we live in 2024.
Not 2053.
Exactly, Zach. But I'm building a team first, and then saw it. The Lions and the Niners both made the NFC Championship, building a team around them, and then adding the quarterback. It is very hard to find an elite quarterback. There's not very many in this league.
Yeah.
And look at the amount of first-round picks that have been busts in the last, 5 or 6 years. There's been, very few good quarterbacks first round with the amount of busts. Last 2 years alone, CJ Stroud's looked like an elite quarterback. Besides that, the last 2 or 3 years, that's about it. It's very hard to hit on quarterback. So yeah, I think build around the team, and we'll see if that works. You're right, though, because this is honestly the perfect game to figure that out, whether you build around the quarterback or the team.
What do you think, Trevor?
I heard Kansas City wanted Patrick Mahomes after his freshman year at Texas Tech, that they were sold on him from that day forward. But I think it's a little harder to build a team and then place a quarterback, do what the Niners did, because you got to have a game-changing tight end. Kittle's top 5. When Debo is on, he's probably top 10 when he's doing his thing. McCaffrey is one of a kind, just like Patrick Mahomes is one of a kind. So it's hard to hit on a guy like Mahomes, like an elite top-tier quarterback that can take you that deep. It's also very hard to build up a team and not miss on receivers and tight ends the way that the Lions sold out on Amon-Ra, paid him a lot of money, and he's a great wide receiver 1. They didn't miss there. They didn't miss on Jahmyr Gibbs. They didn't miss on Sam Laporta. So, Aiden Hutchinson as well. A lot of luck goes into it. But I think it's a little safer, I'll say it's a little bit safer to build up the team and then plug a quarterback in the way we've seen teams do it, the way that San Francisco has been trying to do it for the last 5 years. But if you can get a Mahomes to fall in your lap, then, you don't ask questions, bro. You just do it. But
I think I'm with Kerry on, not every not every quarterback coming out of college is going to be Patrick Mahomes, and not even every first-round pick is going to be Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, those names. In fact, statistically, very, very, very few of them are going to be that. So, I feel like if I'm an NFL GM, the first thing I do is I get a great defense, or I work on putting a great defense on the field. I work on getting a good O-line, and then kind of plug and play everything else. See what money I have to move around to be able to get certain skill players. Obviously, I mean, you kind of look out with Brock Purdy, him being on basically a minimum contract, and having the money to be able to move around in all sorts of ways. But like Kerry said, I mean, you saw Detroit do it. I mean, the Niners have been basically doing it since Jimmy G, and even before that with Alex Smith. So, I mean, to me, it just seems like, I mean, granted, they haven't won a Super Bowl yet. So,
and we've seen like other teams that have great teams and awful quarterbacks, whether it's like Trent Dilfer in Baltimore, Brad Johnson in Tampa,
yeah,
that have been carried by a team that you can win a Super Bowl with not a great quarterback. Or even get there. You didn't.
You were alive for that. I remember when the Bucs won the Super Bowl. Well, you were young. You're younger than me. I forgot.
Trevor's barely alive for anything.
The crazy part is Mahomes' contract is a steal in comparison to other QB deals now. Yeah, but I mean, he kind of set the market. He kind of reset the market. His deal did.
Joe Burrow is the worst deal among any quarterback.
Deshaun Watson exists.
Yeah.
So does Daniel Jones. But
Derek Carr.
And then that's my mom. She says hi.
Hi, Mom.
Broncos won a Super Bowl with a 90-year-old Peyton Manning too.
That's
but
true.
he was a MVP the year before, so it's not. I mean, he obviously declined that last year.
That was literally weekend at Bernie's. They were throwing a dead man out there.
Yeah, I mean,
last season.
The year before he was the MVP and he ended up losing the Super Bowl, and then kind of crazy back-to-back years the MVP loses the Super Bowl when Cam Newton lost it to Denver that year. But
I mean, you just see a lot of young quarterbacks, not rookies necessarily, but young that can be carried by the team around them. Whether Russell Wilson in his early years, Big Ben, so many quarterbacks that weren't the best in the league, but they got them that far.
Yeah, and like I said, obviously you can't put any quarterback back there. Bad quarterbacks are going to be bad quarterbacks, but you can get a guy that's okay. I mean, we kind of saw it with Tampa this year with Baker. Baker is not like a top tier NFL quarterback. I would never ever say that, but at the same time, he's got great weapons around him, a really good defense, a good O-line, and that pushed them into the playoffs and nearly to an NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Comeback player of the year, by the way.
Yeah. Shout out to Baker. He deserves it. Big Baker
Stole it from
fan.
DeMar Hamlin, dude.
And then I think you're just going to see more of, teams sticking with young quarterbacks and building up a team around them. I mean, Ritter was kind of
sticking with them.
Not Ritter or Howell. Well, like a lot of quarterbacks maybe a year or two more. Pookie, I heard they might not even get a 5th or 6th round pick for him.
Yeah.
But
it's going to be tough. He's probably going to be cut, would be my guess.
I think we'll get traded for somebody. I don't know.
For what, like a 6th round pick?
Yeah, I keep hearing about the Rams. For him to sit there.
They're in Pittsburgh, dude.
No, Rams sit behind Stafford. McVay did wonders for Baker Mayfield last year.
That's
if
true.
he could sit behind Stafford for a year or two, who knows what he'll look like.
He did wonders for who?
Baker Mayfield.
Well, he didn't do wonders for Baker Mayfield this year.
Because he wasn't on the same team.
Exactly. So, Baker is Baker. You can't say
Baker
McVay.
Baker was done after Carolina, but then he went back, had that huge game with the Rams, looked better, and then got the contract after that to start in Tampa, and then he turned around from there.
Baker cooked without McVay, so I wouldn't say he did wonders on Baker.
Well, Baker hadn't looked good for a few years, and that first game he came was the first time he looked like Baker in a few years.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah. Rams aren't a bad spot for him to land because that gives him time. And if McVay, the problem is, I don't think McVay stays long after Stafford leaves or retires.
Yeah,
I mean, there were rumors that McVay might retire after last year.
But at least he's there for the next year or so.
Yeah,
but
I guess.
I did see, I don't know if this is true about the Raiders, maybe sticking with O'Connell next year, and I think that could be another situation. I don't think he's the greatest quarterback, but
he can play okay.
Yeah, start to build the team around you, get a better team around you, and then get a quarterback from there if he doesn't work out.
He can play okay.
They got to get Jaden Daniels. The last time I was drunk, I almost ordered a Max Crosby jersey for some reason. But they got to get Jaden Daniels. I was watching a ton of Max Crosby.
How high do you think they have to trade up to get him, though?
Jaden Daniels?
Yeah. I don't think he'd fall below like 3. Raiders are like 8 or 9, somewhere in that range. 7 or 8.
Bro, Daniels is not going top 4, probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who had him?
Mel
Kiper had him going to New England.
I've seen him at 2 going over Drake May to Washington.
Nah, I don't see that happening at all. I see him going like lower half of top 10 would be like.
I don't think he's sliding past 5.
I don't know 6 and 7, but I know Arizona is at 4. They don't need him. Number 5, the Chargers. They're not going to take him. Raiders are 11.
Okay,
but Atlanta is not.
Do you think the Patriots, Commanders, and Bears will all pass? You think 3 quarterbacks won't go top 3?
So you got Caleb, Drake May is like pretty solid 1 and 2, right?
Yeah, they're waffling on May and Daniels now because May didn't have a great senior season. Like he was the consensus number 2 going into the year, but
he's like a lot bigger. He's the like NFL guy, NFL body, the NFL arm. He just plays the game the right way, you know.
It's
a real class act.
Maybe we see the
real
Patriots
class act
on and off the field, dude. He's just
but I don't see him sliding past 5.
I let my daughter do, you know.
Fields there would be interesting though.
Yeah, the field situation is for sure going to be interesting. Real quick, while we're on the whole Fields thing, with Chicago having the first overall pick, and Washington just signing his former head coach, is there a chance that Washington trades up to 1 to get Caleb Williams, in exchange for a lot of stuff?
If I was the Bears, I'd do it. I think they're selling Caleb Williams, honestly.
I think they are too.
Did you see?
I don't necessarily agree with it, but I think they are set on Caleb Williams.
I think they are too. And I heard the asking price for Justin Fields is a 2nd-round pick. So if a team like Atlanta could trade for Justin Fields and still keep that like 8th or 9th overall pick, that would be amazing. Because everybody's like all the like trade rumors you heard like last month and stuff about Fields and Atlanta was like, oh, they'd have to give up the 9th pick, and Chicago would have the 1st and the 9th pick. But now they're talking about Fields going for
Chicago has another 1st round. They have like the 10th or 11th. Yeah.
They have 2 first-round picks already.
Oh, that's their own pick.
Chicago could literally trade down the 2, draft Marvin Harrison at 2, draft like an offensive lineman or tight end at like 10 or whatever the 2nd pick is, and then theoretically grab a quarterback like Penix or McCarthy or Nix in the 2nd round if they want Fields get competition.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we talked about that first topic first, is because that's what I would do if I was Chicago. Because Fields, for all of his faults, and I've been very critical of him, I have to buy his jersey this year. I'm not happy about it. But for all of his faults, Fields has shown the ability to play as an NFL quarterback.
Yeah,
I don't know if he'll ever be the guy, but you also haven't given him a team that would allow him to show his potential.
They're saying this man is Mahomes, though. This man, Caleb Williams, they're saying
I'm telling you right now, he's not.
Zach is not a Caleb Williams fan.
I'm not a Caleb Williams fan. And I saw some tape.
Zach,
I watched the tape breakdown of Caleb Williams. I was not happy with what I saw.
Would you rather Purdy or Caleb Williams?
I don't know, dude.
Come on, bro.
Wow.
Caleb.
Here's the thing. I know that Brock Purdy is going to play Brock Purdy football, which is very safe. It's, very organized, all that stuff. Caleb Williams in college, I mean, a lot of it is just him being more athletic than the guys he's playing against. And that's not going to be the case in the NFL. It's just not. And his receivers aren't going to be wide ass open in the NFL.
Do you think Brock Purdy is the new Tom Brady in like luck wise?
Luck wise?
Like lucking out with his defense.
No, bro. You don't get
players
created for you in the middle of a game like Tom Brady, bro. The Tuck rule is garbage, bro.
Yeah, his first Super Bowl is absolutely fraudulent.
That is not, bro.
I don't want to get into it. It'll make me too triggered.
Hey, Tom Brady was not that good at first.
No, he wasn't.
Starting.
He wasn't.
Brock Purdy. Yes, I know if you saw Brock Purdy's stats to Drew Brees' stats his MVP year. Very similar, or not MVP, almost MVP year. Very similar. Yeah, Justin Fields.
I wonder if Drew Brees' supporting cast was half of the NFC All-Star team.
Yeah, he had what, like Colston, Jimmy Graham?
Yeah, bro, Marcus Colston. Shut up, dude.
Marcus Colston is one of the best receivers of this era. What are we talking about?
Dude, bro? Stop, dude. No.
What are we talking about?
Come on, dude.
Probably the most underrated wide receiver of all time.
What are we talking about?
Marcus Colston.
Dude, stop. What?
Marcus Colston, bro.
72 career touchdowns, almost 10,000 yards.
Okay. He had a good career. He was not one of the best in his era.
Career. Yeah, he was.
Dude, that's so wild.
What's the most yards he got in one season? Like 1,200?
His best season was 1,211 touchdowns. Yeah.
He's a good wide receiver.
He's a very good wide receiver.
That good. Okay.
He's not one of the best in his era, bro.
The Marcus Colston,
He's better than Ocho.
Train.
Wait,
you said he was better than Ocho?
Better than Ocho and better than Bryce.
I had Marcus Colston.
I'm not saying he's at that level. I'm saying one of the best in that era.
I
would put him below Andre Johnson, but above Ocho Cinco.
So anyway, that's pretty much all the news with the draft. Basically, is that they hired that guy in Washington. So there's rumors that Caleb Williams might be going to Washington now. Blah 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 blah. But also, interesting news came out about Kerry's favorite head coach, and that is he's too intimidating due to his physical size. NFL GMs didn't want to hire him. Mike Vrabel.
That can't be a real thing. There's no way.
If that's a real thing, that's the most funny thing I've ever heard.
Dan Campbell has a job, and you're telling me Mike Vrabel's too intimidating?
Yeah,
what?
But he has a job in Detroit, which I feel like Detroit guys are like, yeah, he might be big, but I feel like I could take him. Whereas like guys like in Washington are like, I don't know, that guy's really scary.
I just don't get it at all. Like, Belichick makes sense. Him wanting total control, why people don't want him, but nobody wanting Vrabel. You want Dan Quinn over Mike Vrabel?
Also, you want Dan Quinn over Eric Bieniemy.
Poor guy.
Bieniemy doesn't have a job right now, does he?
He's going back to KC. I guess he spoke to them like yesterday or the day before.
I would love him. I would love him in Jacksonville, but we're not going to get him. We're going to stick with stupid.
God, he should have gone to the Steelers instead of
still getting T. Higgins.
I hope so.
You're getting Calvin Ridley.
We need to cut Calvin Ridley and get T. Higgins.
T. Higgins, bro.
You're eating Calvin Ridley and Cole Beasley. Deal with it.
No, dude. If that happens, I'm gonna cry. Actually, I might have to switch teams. If our starting two are Calvin Ridley, Cole Beasley, and
Laquan Treadwell coming back.
I actually like Laquan Treadwell. Okay, he's slow, but he's long. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, who's the tight end? Evan Ingram.
Yeah,
he had a good Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Did anyone watch the Pro Bowl?
I watched the highlights.
I talked to you guys about this earlier. I actually watched one Pro Bowl event, and it was the 17U women's flag football 5-on-5.
Wow.
Team AFC won. Their quarterback looked pretty good out there. Ball placement was on point. Let me just double check. I'll give a shout out to this girl right now. 17U girls.
And welcome to the show,
Flag.
Josh Giddey.
I forgot even went on.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what the Pro Bowl's place is.
No,
Geno Smith should not have been there.
Who?
Geno Smith, he threw a pick six.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He looked bad.
I mean,
Eric Henry, CeeDee Lamb are amazing at dodgeball, though.
What happened?
Can I get the rosters?
CeeDee Lamb is elite.
It just gets a bigger joke every year. It started when Mac Jones made the Pro Bowl. Then Tyler Huntley last year. Then we got Minshew and Geno. Come on. Why do they don't even play it anymore? Just announce the Pro Bowl rosters and that's
You
it.
should see the pick that Geno Smith threw, though. There was only 2 defenders there. Surtain walked back to the end zone.
That man is awful. And Seattle's a good team. I can't wait for them to move on from him, which I don't know when.
They should have drafted AR last year. They should have.
Hey, I was right on that one. I started hating on Geno early. And everybody was no.
You did.
Dang
it, I can't find the rosters, man.
He had a great first half
Probably
last
a
year.
reason for that, Zach.
Wait. I got it. I think maybe. When was this article made? Nope, that was 2023.
You guys watch a women's football league?
Would I?
Yeah, if they had one.
It depends. How good's the football?
I don't know.
I want to see running. I want to see some passing. So if you got a girl, if they can throw the ball, I would watch it.
I'll tell you what, the girl on the 17U AFC team, she could throw the ball.
But what happens when you turn into an adult and you're a girl that can throw a football?
All right.
Now what?
Bro, you try walk on in college at McNeese State or something. I don't know.
All right. I have an idea
Go
for
to
a
the
league.
bookstore and you get a job.
I have an idea for a league. Who would watch
Man, I
this
feel like
league?
you can't talk about anybody getting a job, Trevor.
I'm looking for investors. I want to start a football league. It's a female league. It's all female players, except on each team, there's a former NFL player that plays, including Ndamukong Suh, Vontaze Burfict, some lovely guys like that get to play tackle football with females. I feel like that'd be a great league.
No, and Ndamukong Suh's enjoying his TikTok career with his wife.
I thought that was his sister.
I thought that was his wife.
It was both.
Oh, they got the same last name, so it could be either one,
Yeah.
Or it could be a coincidence.
Highly unlikely, but
Probably.
yeah, sure.
Weird coincidence.
But so the women's flag football game, I was astounded by the poor coaching in that game. Can I just say that it is not that hard to run a drag route when they're giving you 10 yards? They're giving them 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. There's no press or nothing. Okay, the other team, I've been watching the game. They're not more athletic than you, I promise. Run press coverage. Make this girl throw it into a tight window. Make the other girl make a tight catch. It's not that hard. But the offensive play call is just no, we're going to run post routes into a cover one. What are we doing here? I'm sorry. I get a little triggered about this because it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like they were running zone. They were running cover one man and with 10 yards off. And it's guys, it's a 40-yard field. They only have to get 20 yards to get a first down.
Only Zach Smith could get angered by the coaching in a 5-on-5 female flag football game.
Listen. If nothing else, I expected coaching competence. Okay.
Yeah.
They were the coaches were guys. That was the most incompetent thing I saw all day.
Maybe they should have let
except for the quarterback of the NFC team. She was terrible. Oh my God. She should have been picked off 4 times. Somehow that game made it to overtime.
Is this on YouTube?
No, it was on TV.
Do you think I could find it on YouTube?
Probably.
What should I type in? Because I tried to do something similar to this one time, and I typed in something bad. And
Don't do that.
just no, we'll talk about it after the show.
All right. We do have the Super Bowl this weekend. So want to talk about some betting?
Let's go betting. Let's bet, bruh.
All right. So I'm gonna tell us about some lines for this game and tell me if you like it or not.
I hate betting games like this.
You do.
I hate betting on Chiefs games because I have no idea what they're going to look like.
All right. Let's look at the pass yards first. We got Brock Purdy at 247 and Pat Mahomes at 264. I feel like Purdy at 247 is pretty good for the over. That's pretty low for him.
I like Mahomes too against.
That Chiefs defense is good. I love the Mahomes.
secondary.
Well.
I would take Mahomes over.
That run defense isn't that good.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to go a lot of Pacheco.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That's a good line on Mahomes.
I mean,
if they get down early, he's clearing that over by 1,000,000.
I think he'll clear it easily.
I don't think he's hit that in the playoffs so far.
Bang Mahomes.
Because he only had like 210 against the Dolphins. I think he had like 240, 250 versus the Bills.
But the strength of that defense is their
240
pass
to
rush. Granted, their secondary is poor.
KC has a good line too. KC has a good. They've been playing very well all playoffs.
I feel like that Purdy one's pretty low though. 240 because his was
but that Chiefs defense is good.
And they also have Christian McCaffrey, brother.
He also has Yak.
Yeah,
a lot of Yak.
A lot of yak.
All right. How about receiving yards? We got Travis Kelce at 71.
Smash the under on that. Absolutely
Sure.
smash the under on that.
Really?
Why, Fred Warner?
I don't know. I got a feeling listen, I already told you guys last week what I think's going to happen. I just got a bad feeling. It's not that I want it to happen. It's just that I think it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, what are his receptions? 6.5?
We're not there yet. I'll bring it up soon. I'm lazy.
Why don't you just bring it up?
Because I have to scroll all over, and I'm on receiving yards right now.
All right.
Some other Chiefs receiving yards. We got Rashee Rice at 67.
I'd hit the over.
We got Marquez Valdes-Scantling at 20. He hit that a one catch against the Ravens.
Yeah.
He's been playing well in the playoffs. I'd take the over. Justin Watson, 18.
Yeah.
Noah Gray, 13. Richie James. Anybody want to bet on Richie James? 5.5?
No.
I'll take the under.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire at 5.5.
Take the
Receiving?
under. Yeah,
All right.
receiving.
Some Niners one. We got Kyle Juszczyk at 3.5. He had one or two catches in that Lions game.
I feel like he could get that.
Yeah, that's not a crazy one. We got Jawan Jennings at 14.5.
Jawan.
It's not that hard, Kerry.
Isaiah Pacheco, 17.5. That looks good. I like that. Debo, 58 is kind of low. He's always good for like one or two big catches a game. And then for the rest of the Niners, we got Ayuk at 65, Kittle at 48, and CMC at 34 receiving.
I would take Ayuk's under.
What about Kittle, 48 receiving? Kind of like that.
I like that. Although, well, no, I like that actually.
He tends to show up in big games. I don't know what he did in that Super Bowl before, though.
We have him on Pick'em. We have that same thing on Pick'em.
We do?
We have Kittle line.
I think yours is higher, though.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to that soon. For rushing yards, we got CMC at 90.
Smash that under.
I don't know.
We got Pacheco at 67. I
like the Pacheco at 67 over.
pretty close, honestly. Then we got Mahomes at 26.5 rushing, Purdy at 12.5.
I'll take Mahomes under.
And then we got Debo at 16.5 rushing and Clyde Edwards-Helaire at 6.5.
He needs a bookie. Tell him to DM you on Twitter. Scott.
Shut up.
All right. And then for receptions, we got CMC at 5, Pacheco at 3, Debo at 5, Rashee Rice at 6.
What was that?
What?
Sorry.
Do you not listen to anything I ever say?
No.
No, he doesn't.
We got Rashee Rice at 6.5, Debo at 5, Kittle's at 4, Kelce at 7.
Reception?
Yeah, I could 7's a little high.
7.
7, exactly.
I'll still take that over, bro.
I feel like he's going to get like
I feel
7.
like I'm going to take the
Especially
under on both receiving yards and receptions on Kelsey.
I feel
Their
like he'll
last
get, like,
drive before
7
the half,
catches.
I feel like he'll get like 3 catches just on that drive alone.
That's true. All right, what about, is there any guys you take for touchdowns this Super Bowl?
Touchdowns this Super Bowl. Give me the Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown.
Yeah, McCaffrey.
Give me the. I'm actually gonna go. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go Mahomes anytime touchdown, and I like the Pacheco anytime touchdown as well.
At least one of the tight ends are scoring, if not both.
I don't think so, actually.
Zach's a hater.
Maybe Noah Gray.
That would be interesting, honestly.
Noah Gray, the only tight end to score in this Super Bowl.
What about field goals made? Both at 1.5. We expect a lot of field goals in this game, or
I'm expecting 1 from Moody and 2 from who's the Chiefs kicker?
Butker.
Yeah, 2 from Butker.
I'm actually going to take Moody's over after this episode. I'm going to take
awful.
rushing under. I'm going to take Moody's over 1.5.
Moody's been kind of iffy this year.
He's been awful all year.
Yeah, so I would take his under on field goals made.
Takes over.
Would you take this one? Brock Purdy and Patrick Mahomes passing yards combined 510. So that's 255 each average.
I like the over on that, actually.
I feel like that's pretty good.
I like that too.
All right, I'll do one more. Sacks. Who do you like getting a sack in the Super Bowl?
Ooh.
I feel like we're going to see a Chris Jones sack.
I want to see a Chase Young sack. I don't know though.
He hadn't done anything.
Yeah, he's been kind of iffy lately.
I don't like Nick Bosa. Actually, I do. You know what? He went into that Ancestry.com.
Wow.
Give me a Nick Bosa sack. I'll give him a sack and a half this game. I don't know what the number is, but I'll get a sack and a half.
Bosa's only 0.25 on Prize Picks right now.
Really?
Yeah.
A half a sack hits the over? Heck yeah, give that to me.
It's not bad. Yeah, I like some. All right, and then I don't know if you have seen on Prize Picks, they offer something called Demons now, which are like crazy lines. If you get, it's like, I don't know, a crazy amount if you get them right, but they're really hard. So I'll just throw out a few. If you like any of these, just call me out. Brock Purdy and Mahomes both at 300 passing yards, and it has to be an over.
It has to be both of them?
No, I'm just announcing them all. If you see one of these.
Take Mahomes.
300?
Yeah, man. What?
McCaffrey, 125 rushing?
No.
McCaffrey, 2 touchdowns?
Nah.
No. I'm gonna say yeah. That one is one I would maybe take.
What about McCaffrey or Purdy? Both 2.5 passing touchdowns, so they need 3 passing touchdowns.
Them combined, they need 3.
Yeah, 3 each.
3 each. McCaffrey and Purdy.
Purdy and Mahomes.
They each need 3. Heck no.
No, one of them needs 3.
Oh.
Either one.
I still don't like that.
Especially with CMC. I don't think Purdy's getting 3.
Especially, when you get to the Super Bowl and you get close to the goal line, you run the ball, bro.
Yep. Shout out to Seattle.
That was a great time.
Handing Brady a championship.
Beautiful. I actually saw that on Facebook the whole fourth quarter. Was playing it somewhere. I was like, how stupid are you for that? That was just great. What a great day that was.
Oh, man. All right.
All right. So we head into the big game?
Let's head into the big game. It is Niners Chiefs. We've been talking about it most of the night.
Part of it.
And it's time for us to make our decision. Who are we taking in this game? Obviously, one team you have led by a potentially future Hall of Famer quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, and another one we have led by probably the most well-rounded roster in the NFL. I've been saying it since week 1 in the San Francisco 49ers. This is for sure not a surprising matchup. Like you could have seen this coming into this year. Maybe not have seen it through like 6 or 7 weeks, but you could have seen it coming in. We're going to start with Carrie. Who do you have in this game, Carrie?
Give me a score too, Carrie.
Someone else look for a second, because I feel like I predicted this 5 months ago.
Yeah, nah, he's definitely tweaking. But
yes, I did. On July 4th, 2023, in response to a Beerly football tweet, who will be in the Super Bowl, Beerly Carey said Chiefs and Niners. The proof is right there.
Okay. I can't read anything on your phone, so I'm just going to take
I'll DM it to you. That is amazing.
DM it to me now, and then I can put it up on the screen.
I just did.
Oh.
Wait, I sent the wrong thing. Wait.
Okay.
Right,
I got it. All righty. So who do you got, Carrie, winning, and then a score?
All right. I want the Niners to win, but I don't think they're going to win because I have horrible luck lately. Even though I predicted this game back on July 4th on a holiday, I predicted the Super Bowl. Wow. So I'm never wrong. I've never been wrong if I picked the Super Bowl, 7 months ago. So, unfortunately, Fraud Home's going to win another ring. And then we're going to hear a whole other offseason about, he's the GOAT, he's the greatest of all time, blah, 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 blah. I feel like Brock Purdy's going to have at least 1 or 2 stupid moments in this game. Maybe a pick, maybe a fumble, something like that, or just awful throws that people are going to be like, he's awful, he sucks, blah, blah, blah. I think it's going to be a close game. I think CMC is going to carry the way from the Niners. But I think the Chiefs pull it out. I'm going to say win by 10. I'm going to go with Chiefs taking the Super Bowl 34-24, the final. Patrick Mahomes wins his 3rd ring, ladies and gentlemen.
All righty. Trevor.
Kyle Shanahan masterclass. Just offense firing on all angles. If the run slows up a little bit, they're going to be able to spread it out across the field. One of the receivers is always going to be open, whether it's Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, McCaffrey out of the backfield, whatever. KC hasn't looked great offensively in the playoffs yet. And
look better than they have all year in offense.
Right. But I think those struggles will eventually catch up to them. I've thought the struggles will eventually catch up to them, and this is the last possible week that the struggles could catch up to them. So I think if it's going to happen, I think it's going to happen. So it has to happen this week. I'm taking the Niners 30-16. Brock Purdy.
Ooh.
Oh, I also wanted to get your Super Bowl MVP too. Carrie, was that Mahomes? Mine's McCaffrey.
Mahomes, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's very rarely is it not a quarterback. I feel like it's going to be if the Chiefs win, it definitely go Mahomes. Maybe CMC if the Niners won, but probably Purdy. But I'll go with Mahomes winning it.
I got a 30-16 Niners win with the McCaffrey MVP. Dak, talk to him.
So the more I think about this, the more I think, yeah, I don't give about the outcome of this game. But at the end of the day, either way, kinda, if you think about it, it plays into my narratives. If Mahomes wins, the way Mahomes wins, Purdy has a bad game. Period. That's what it is. When they lose, Purdy plays bad. They win if he plays okay. And he's played okay all through the playoffs. Not great. Hell, sometimes not even good, but he's played okay. If he plays okay, good chance that they win. However, if the Niners... but if the Chiefs win... So if the Chiefs win, that's what happens. Brock Purdy played bad. If the Niners win, Brock Purdy plays his same, okay game. He throws a couple bad passes that end up getting dropped by defensive backs. Then the narrative that I've set that you don't necessarily need like a top tier quarterback to win a Super Bowl. You need a great team around an okay quarterback. Plays out. So either way, I'm a winner in this.
If Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, does that change your opinion of him at all?
Absolutely not. Wins aren't a quarterback stat. Doesn't matter what game it is, even if it's a Super Bowl. It doesn't.
Super Bowls do matter.
Okay, so if Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, is he now better than Dan Marino all time?
No. I'm saying they do matter. I'm not saying they're everything. Obviously, they matter to an extent.
They matter to an extent. To an extent, they matter.
I'm saying if Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl this year, that changes my outlook on him overall. Versus the guy that you're going to look more favorably upon a guy that wins the Super Bowl versus a guy that doesn't win a Super Bowl. Pretty much everybody.
But Purdy's not winning the Super Bowl, bro.
If he'll win the Super Bowl, he'll have a ring. He'll be the starting quarterback of the Super Bowl winning team.
Alrighty. Anyway,
that's different.
Regardless of that fact, either way, this is what I don't give about this game is because either way, it plays positively into some of my narratives. Okay, that's why. So that being said, which narrative would I rather have play out? The narrative I'd rather have play out is Brock Purdy has a terrible game, throws like 3 picks, and everyone calms down the Brock Purdy hype. Because I saw Jeff Saturday talking about it today, and he's saying that Brock Purdy isn't being carried. He's the engine of this team. And it made me want to come through the TV and smack him across the face and say, shut up, Jeff Saturday.
Come through the TV. It's crazy.
Only you would think about that, Trevor.
Okay, so at the end of the day, I do believe the Niners are going to win the Super Bowl. So I'm going to go Niners win. I don't think the NFL will allow it to be a blowout. There's going to be some questionable calls late game that make it close. I'm going to go 31-27. Travis Kelce drops game-winning touchdown in the end zone.
Wow, that would be so. That would be the greatest moment of my life, honestly.
Niners win. 31-27. It's going to be a 4-point differential. That's what my guess is that it's not going to come down to a field goal. It's going to come down to a team final drive. I think it's going to be the Chiefs getting the last drive. Patrick Mahomes throws a perfect pass and it just goes right through the hands of Travis Kelce. It might be good defense, but it's a catch you expect him to make or you would have expected him to make in his prime. And then it just goes through his hands or it's defended or he gets it and then the guy knocks it out of his hands. Anyway, either way, it's going to be a pass to Travis Kelce. It's not going to be caught, and the game's going to end there.
Taylor is going to kill herself in the booth. Oh.
Then Patrick Mahomes Sr. is going to go drunk driving and kill Jackson somewhere. Wait, what's your guys' over-under on Taylor Swift? How many times we see Taylor Swift during this game?
Oh, my God.
I feel like it's gonna be like 9.
I feel like they're gonna pan to her during the halftime show.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
The over-under at 9, I'm hitting that over so hard. It's gonna be like 15, 20.
What are the chances they bring her out for like one song at halftime?
0 chance. Zero chance that happens. 0 chance. If that happens, I'm turning the TV off. I'm not watching the rest of the game.
Hey,
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. If that happens, I'm turning the TV off, not watching the rest of the game. So I will have to watch highlights of Travis Kelce dropping that last pass and saying, "Is this the end for?"
Wait, no. I thought you said that Travis Kelce was going to have a career-ending injury.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen though. But I got this feeling in my heart. I got this feeling in my heart that Hafunga or whatever his name is in the secondary is gonna like just.
Zach, he's out for the year.
Oh, is he?
A long time ago.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe
the only defensive back I know in that secondary. So
Rashad White ended his season.
He
tore his ACL.
Oh, so he got that career-ending injury.
Zach had a vision.
The vision was 3 months ago.
Zach has not been right about a lot of things, but maybe
what are we talking about here? I don't listen because I don't know San Francisco DBs. Okay, name their 2 safeties, Kerry.
Is Jimmy Ward still there?
The fact you look up right, up left, like is he still? I don't.
Jimmy Ward is not still there.
Is Deshaun Goldson still there, Trevor?
Dude, I love that guy.
Madden League in college, man, it was a different beast.
He was good, dude. For no reason.
Oh. Yeah, it's good shit.
But if the season-ending injury doesn't happen, it's going to be a pass to like Kadarius Toney, and he's going to tip it to the defense.
Is he even going to be active in this game?
We'll
They're
see.
playing, bro.
Honestly, I'm rooting for the aliens. I want to see the aliens come out at halftime. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Hey, a new twist, a new little
And
sprinkle of spice on this game.
Roger Goodell would be so happy to be like, yes, a brand new market audience. Yes.
The UFO people.
Merchandise. Yes.
So on the Nickelodeon, you know how they did the Nickelodeon like thing?
I heard SpongeBob singing halftime show.
Yeah, SpongeBob's doing Sweet Victory at halftime.
Oh, nice.
How many people are switching over just for that?
Who's the halftime show? Usher?
Yeah.
Why does anyone care about Usher?
I remember when I cared about Usher back in 7th grade.
I want to see the Killers. I want to see Mr. Brightside at halftime.
Something. It was like, we can't have all the people. The NFL didn't want all the people from Detroit and all the people from Baltimore.
Yeah.
meeting.
Wait, I brought this up last week.
Concert.
Trevor, what if we see Ice Spice as a halftime performer? With
that would be so fire, dude.
what if you start singing?
Yes.
Yes, the Killers, Marching Gatos.
Hey, are you going to the Super Bowl, Marcia Gatos? Because if you are, that might help some Super Bowl prop betting.
Wait, I can't even remember the last halftime show I actually liked.
Oh, mine is easy. The Weeknd. That was incredible.
The Weeknd sucked. He was
What
not
are we?
good.
That was
What?
pretty good.
The
Weeknd
Weeknd was
isn't
incredible. What are you talking
Awesome.
about?
He's such a weirdo.
That was an incredible halftime performance.
The only good one was the shark one. I don't remember who that was. I just remember the shark. It was the best part of it.
What are we talking about? You had Bruno Mars was incredible. The Weeknd was
wasn't
incredible.
Ass.
What are we talking about right now?
He need to be like 3 days grace out there. Oh.
Carrie wants
who
to
is
see
your-
Creed do a Super Bowl.
Yes.
Hold me now.
Zach, who is your MVP?
Oh, my MVP of the game was gosh. I had San Francisco winning.
Dude, it's got to be Purdy. Do it, Zach.
Aliens.
No, because even if they win, I don't think he's gonna have a great game.
Still, it's a quarterback award, Zach.
Give me who does their kick and punt returns?
God, what's that guy's name? He's a wide receiver. Oh.
I can't remember his name. I know who you're talking about though.
Take Jawan Jennings.
No.
Oh, it's Ray McLeod.
Ray McLeod. That's tempting.
You
He
can't
made
take Ray. That is insane if you're going to take Ray McLeod as a Super Bowl MVP, Zach. That is just
Bro,
nuts.
but imagine though, if I called that. No. Give me
I'll give you $100 for
Give
that.
me I want to take Christian McCaffrey. But I also feel like it's not going to be Christian McCaffrey. Give me Deebo Samuel.
Nice.
He's going to take like a wide receiver sweep to the house, and then he's going to catch another screen pass and go like 45 yards or something like that for a touchdown. And with like close to 200 all-purpose yards. Give me Deebo. I was thinking their kick returner, if their kick returner was like Ayuk.
Yeah. All right. I got two questions.
Like Jacoby Jones in that Super Bowl for the Ravens.
All right. I got two questions.
Alrighty.
First, I think it was Cam Newton that said this, that called Brock Purdy the 10th best player in the Niners.
Yeah.
Where would you rank Brock Purdy on the, and what players would you put better than him on the Niners?
I'm going to be honest. He's pretty damn close to spot on with 10.
What Who'd you rank above him?
McCaffrey, Kittle, Ayuk, Samuel. You have Trent Williams. You have Nick Bosa, Fred Warner.
Toronto.
After that.
Huh?
After that.
No, who did Trevor say?
Toronto Armstead.
Toronto Armstead's good.
That's a Dolphins player, you moron.
No, wait, yeah, he's on the Dolphins now.
Who am I thinking of? Theo Armstead?
Javon
Greenlaw?
Hargrave?
Greenlaw's good.
Tarvarius Ward?
Tarvarius Ward's good. But he sits
Kyle
like
Juszczyk.
that 8 to 10 spot, dude.
Kyle Juszczyk?
Oh, Juszczyk is so underrated, dude. He's so good.
He's the best fullback in the league easily, but it's not hard. I would feel like Brock Purdy's the most important player in the Niners. Sadly.
Dude, stop.
He is?
No, he's not.
You literally just said that. When he doesn't play well, they lose.
No, when he doesn't play bad, they win. When he plays bad, they lose.
I might put Debo. Him and Debo are up there. Debo is very important in their offense.
Sam Darnold would have the same record. I'm just saying.
Trevor, where would you put him? On the Niners?
Are we talking about like best players?
Yeah.
If we're talking about like best football players, he's really not top 10. But like in terms of like just,
could you name 10 players better than him on the team? I think we got to like 8.
but we're just talking about like best players, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Did you not listen to this whole conversation literally 3 minutes ago?
Okay, just count on your fingers. Here we go. McCaffrey, Bosa, Williams, Kittle, Fred, Tarvarius Ward, Ayuk. Are you counting Hufanga or no?
He's not on the team, so.
He's on the team.
He's not on the team.
All right, Deebo Samuel, Dre Greenlaw, Hargrave, Eric Armstead.
We're just listing guys now.
But I mean, like, better football players. I feel like all these guys are like better football players. Brock Purdy, like
Brock Purdy is also
does his job like very.
He's also
well.
the most impossible player
Like,
grade in the NFL.
A football player to do his job very well. He has to be good at doing what they need him to do, which is important. He's a top 10 important. He's a top 5. He's a top 3 important player on the team.
Zach
Of like best players, he's not top 10.
But he's just impossible to. I don't think we'll ever truly have a grade on him just because he's such a good team around him. Like, it's hard to grade.
Well, we'll have a grade on him after he gets his contract.
In like 4 years.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately.
All right. Spin off my second question. Who are your top 5 players in the Super Bowl? Both teams. Come on.
I'm gonna go number 1 most important player.
Not important. Best.
Best? Oh, best
top 5
player?
best players. If you're doing like your top 20, top 5.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go Pat at 1, McCaffrey at 2, Trent Williams at 3, Travis Kelce at 4, number 5, maybe Chris Jones, maybe Fred Warner, maybe I might say Chris Jones.
I'm gonna go Mahomes at 1.
Bosa.
No, actually, I'm gonna go McCaffrey at 1, Mahomes at 2. Give me Warner at 3, Williams at 4, and give me Chris Jones at 5.
No Kelce love.
Zach's never loved Kelce.
Honestly, I think Pacheco is more essential to that team's success in this game than Kelce is.
Oh, this game. Okay.
This game.
I'll
For me, I'll go CMC, Mahomes, Williams.
He's trying to figure out a way to get Purdy in his top 5.
Here's one that no one is going to get hate for. L'Jarius Sneed, number 4. Chris Jones, 5.
Sneed is not bad. I heard Sneed
He's been amazing this year.
He's been good, yeah.
He might be in my top 20. when you do that this offseason.
That's pretty interesting.
That's
He's
pretty
a very good
insane.
corner. We'll see how he looks in the Super Bowl.
How did your guys how did he look, Darren Bland, in his playoff game?
Ass, bro.
Bro, the second coming of Trayvon Diggs. That's going to be an interesting duo next year. When those two are healthy, you're just going to see like Diggs and Bland getting a pick one play, then give up a 75-yard TD the next play.
Diggs got better. Diggs has gotten better.
Diggs has gotten better. He just got hurt.
So Bland will get better next year.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll
Never
see.
know. I've never been wrong. I predicted the Super Bowl 7 months ago. I've never been wrong before.
Kerry, you've been
Yeah,
I don't like people that didn't watch the podcast or hadn't watched the first couple of episodes of like this season's podcast would just be astounded at Kerry's takes, man.
But then I kept rolling, and I've done well since then. I'm like Zach, and Zach kind of opens up to stuff, kind of. We have a certain member that gets a lot of stuff wrong and just says they never said it or delete their tweets or whatever. They're really meaningless. I don't know who that third member is. But
There's a guy wearing a hat right now.
It's a Dolphins. How's that Dolphins-Cowboys Super Bowl, Trevor?
Listen, man, that was a very lighthearted prediction. All that was.
You only said it like 24 times this whole.
Dolphins out. Facts. The only thing I ever got wrong was the Cowboys. They disappointed me.
Oh, this guy.
Alrighty. Well, Kerry, I think it's about time to get into rapid fire.
Yeah,
If you want to get in on the questions we're asking, you can follow us on Twitter at Beerly Football.
Oh, wait. We need to do the rest of Pick'em.
The rest of Pick'em.
This is a special Pick'em. So we all picked, I think both of you picked the Niners, I picked the Chiefs.
Yes.
This is a 3-part Pick'em this week, which includes some player props.
Okay.
I think we all answered this also. We got a Travis Kelce over/under 0.5 touchdowns. I'm taking over.
I think I got to take the over.
Didn't you just say the under like 20 minutes ago?
Nope. I don't think we talked touchdowns. I think we talked receptions and yards.
did. Trevor?
I'm going over.
And then George Kittle over/under 54.5 receiving yards. I'm going to go over.
54.5 for George Kittle.
Yes, sir.
Give me the over.
Trevor?
All right. I'm going to take the over as well.
All right. That was pretty easy. All right. Pick one quarterback under 25 years old to build a team around. Quarterbacks under 25 includes guys like Stroud, Purdy, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, and Bryce Young.
I got to stick with my boy. I can't give up hope. The night is always darkest before the dawn.
Stroud. Trevor
Lawrence.
AR-15.
Should Julius Peppers make the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of these quarterbacks would you draft over Bryce Young if they went in the same draft? Caleb, Drake May, Jaden Daniels.
He didn't want to be part of this, apparently.
I guess not. I'm taking all three over Bryce Young.
Who are they? Jaden Daniels, or Caleb Williams, and Drake May?
Yeah, top 3 quarterbacks in this draft.
Yeah, I'm taking them all over Bryce Young.
Trevor?
I would too.
Who's the best defensive player on your favorite team currently? Matthew Judon.
Antoine Winfield or Levante David.
Josh Allen.
I'm going to say Winfield.
What is the worst Super Bowl of all time? I'm going to go with Seahawks Broncos, the blowout.
I'll say probably like Super Bowl like 7, like where they were like, or probably like 4 when they were like weren't throwing.
The worst for me was 28-3.
Why?
Also, wait, actually no, that was hilarious.
The Rams one? The Rams one was bad.
The Rams one, yeah. Actually, that was good for me because I was calling Jared Goff a fraud all year. What was the worst one? Golly, that's tough. I'm probably gonna go that Broncos Seahawks one too, the blowout.
If you had the ability to rebrand one NFL team, who would it be?
The Washington Commanders. They just need a better team name and logo than that. Love the colors. But we got to change the team name and logo. It's just bad.
I'm gonna go the Arizona Cardinals. I hate everything about their logo, their uniforms, everything. It's so bad.
I would say the Giants, which would piss off like most of New York, because New York is more Giants than Jets. But it's just always been boring. Even when they
both play in New Jersey, anyways.
No.
So.
The World Cup is going to be played on MetLife turf. Isn't that incredible?
That's incredibly. Great. Yeah, I saw that.
The most expensive ACLs in the history of the earth are going to be put on the MetLife turf. That's incredible. That's unbelievable.
It is pretty incredible.
Play a real sport. Come on. Also,
you got to respect the World Cup, bro.
Daniel Jones' record against winning teams in his career is 5-27.
Solid.
Does Tua get too much hate?
Yes, bro.
No.
Honestly, it's switched. I think now it's no. He gets way too much leeway.
Which wide receiver would you rather have for the next 5 years, Ayuk or Rashee Rice?
CeeDee Lamb.
I'm taking Rice. That's not the question, bud.
Next 5 years? How old is Ayuk?
I feel like he's in his 4th, 5th year, somewhere around there.
So like 25-ish?
Yeah, he's not that old.
Probably Rashee Rice.
Trevor? Well, you already answered CeeDee Lamb. Which quarterback do you rank higher all time, Stafford or Eli Manning?
Stafford.
Stafford. Eli was just better in the playoffs.
No, Eli was just carried by a great defense, dude.
This is a crazy question, though. How did you think of that?
I think of a lot of things in my brain. Do you have an answer, Trevor?
Yeah, I said Stafford, bro.
All right. Who's the greatest NFL middle linebacker of all time? Trevor's obviously going to go with Dick Butkus.
Dude. It's probably Ray. We're talking about greatness.
Ray
Lewis.
All right, we did this one last week. All right, I'm going to think of a random one that I'll do. This one is, can you name an NFL player that played for both of these teams? And I did Broncos and Giants, which we struggled with last week. So I'll think of one now. Jaguars and Patriots, me and Zach's team. Can you think of one?
Jaguars and Patriots? Jaguars and Patriots.
AJ Boye.
He did not play for the Patriots.
No, he did not play for the Patriots. Thought Philip Dorsett, but he's never been a Jaguar.
That was just Madden, Zach.
I
think there's some tight end. Wait, what was that guy? James?
Mercedes Lewis?
No.
God, Jags and Patriots?
Let me check. Yep, I got it. All right, James O'Shaughnessy.
He played for the Patriots?
Here.
Oh man, that's a deep cut, dude.
I know that was random. I was like, I couldn't think of that many.
Zach, Philip Dorsett was right.
Was he?
He played for the Jags?
Yeah.
When?
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. Hey, me and Zach, Trevor, do you have any ideas or no?
No. I don't have a very good Jags.
Wait, technically, James Robinson was a Patriot.
Was he? I thought of James Robinson
he
first.
He never played a snap, but they signed him. So I don't know. I feel that doesn't really count, I guess. But he did sign with the Patriots.
Do you guys remember Tyquan Underwood? I used to love
I do.
that guy.
All right. If you could play in the NFL, what position would you want to play? Long snapper?
I feel like the only position I could play is either
– Not could, want to. If you want.
Oh, want to, quarterback.
Yeah, it's got to be QB.
All right, pick one in their prime. Jared Allen, Jason Taylor, Dwight Freeney, Julius Peppers. I'm going to go Peppers.
Who was it again?
Jason Taylor, Jared Allen, Julius Peppers, Dwight Freeney.
I'm between Freeney and Peppers.
I'll say Allen. Shout out to Jared Allen.
He had that one season. I think he had like 20-something sacks.
Yeah, he had an insane year.
Name a player that wore number 80. Jerry Rice.
Michael Clayton.
Yeah, I was thinking Jerry Rice.
Mike Thomas.
But didn't Who was that
Mike
guy that
Thomas,
wore 80?
Jackson
Is
gets
it
some
Bolden? Was it Anquan Bolden? Did he wear 80?
I think he was 81.
No Julius Thomas, Zach. Didn't you wear
Zach, no
80?
Mike Thomas.
No Mike Thomas, no Julius Thomas.
Danny Amendola.
Bro, give me Michael Clayton.
Who was that guy that wore 80 for the Ravens?
For the Ravens?
Is it Torrey Holt? Did he
Isaiah
wear
Likely.
80? He
Oh,
did
Smith.
wear 80. Torrey Holt wore 80 when he played for the Ravens.
Did he play for the Ravens? Torrey Smith, you mean?
Torrey Smith, that's what I'm thinking of. Torrey Smith.
Guy's brother died.
Yeah, sorry.
All
They're
right.
both named Torrey. It makes sense.
Who's the best quarterback here? Zach. This is a hard one for Zach. It's all his babies mostly. Who's the best quarterback here? Andy Dalton, Jacoby Brissett, Drew Lock, Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, it's easy, man. It's Tyrod Taylor.
All right,
Give me
who's the
Tyrod
next-
over all these guys.
who's the next
Tyrod
best
against the
one, Zach?
world. It's
Who's the next
Tyrod
best one,
Taylor's
Lock?
time, man.
Is Lock second, Zach?
Between Brissett and
Dalton.
Dalton's last.
Dalton is good. What are you talking about?
I don't like the Red Rocket, man.
I'm taking Dalton. He came in and played one game this year, like 400 yards, even though, Bryce Young has no help. Andy Dalton can throw 400 yards in one game.
Give me I think it goes Tyrod, Locke, Brissett, Dalton. Dalton is a distant fourth. Locke and Brissett are close, and Tyrod's number one. He clears all the others.
Trevor?
I don't want to do this one.
All right. At least he's honest. Start one, bench one, cut one. Lamar, Burrow, Allen. It is Allen, Lamar, Burrow.
I'm gonna cut the monkey, bench
What?
Burrow, and start Lamar Jackson.
Zach, you look very invested in something.
Josh Allen.
Sorry, I was looking up Tyrod Taylor's career wins.
Do you gotta do?
Just something you do as a guy.
Obviously.
Guy being a dude.
Is Zach ever
Start Allen. You start Allen.
Cook?
Do I want to win a playoff game?
Yes.
Then you bench Burrow and cut Lamar, sadly.
If Zach ever has issues in certain departments, you know what he does at night? He just goes and looks at Tyrod Taylor highlights on YouTube.
Dude,
What do you mean a
honestly.
certain
Dude, his
department?
celebration was so sick. It was one of my favorite things about Madden 2020 or something like that. He had his own celebration that he did every time he was like,
Aw.
and I really loved it. And they
have you
took
won
it out of the game for Tyrod Taylor.
Have you won a Super Bowl with Tyrod Taylor and Madden? I'm assuming so.
Have I won a Super Bowl with Tyrod Taylor as my
He's won,
starting
like,
quarterback? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? What are we talking about here?
All right. What NFL franchise do you dislike the most?
Steelers.
Honestly, the Titans. I can't stand their fan base.
Chiefs.
Or
Name
wait, actually, probably the Eagles.
Fair. Name a former Wisconsin football player. Russell Wilson.
Jake Butt.
Who was that one quarterback after?
Is he
Russell?
Wisconsin? I actually don't know if that's true.
I don't think he was. He was Michigan, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Damn it.
Taylor Martinez.
Wisconsin football player.
Wait, was Taylor Martinez? with the
Give
boat,
me.
right? Nebraska too.
Give me Wisconsin. The
John.
problem is I'll get confused between Wisconsin. Give me oh God. What's that guy's name?
Melvin Gordon.
He's
That is
one
his
of them.
name.
Who's the other guy?
Monty Ball.
Monty
Monty
Ball.
Ball was a
Monty Ball.
He
good,
was
bro.
a killer in college, dude. I watched him and Melvin Gordon run for 200 yards apiece on Miami. Live. I watched that happen
Oh, in a
live. I was
bowl
at the
game, right?
game. Huh?
Was that a bowl game?
That was a bowl game.
Dude, I remember that. That was a disgusting game.
That was awful. They were averaging 8.5 yards a carry.
I know, and they were long runs too. They were
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they weren't these goal line touches, dude.
All right. Last two. Name a quarterback that will never win a Super Bowl.
Justin Herbert. Sadly.
Lamar Jackson. This is his team.
Wait, can I change my answer?
Nope. You said Justin Herbert.
I have a lock right here. Ready, guys?
I'm gonna go Graham Mertz.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm gonna go more bold. Joe Burrow.
I like that. I do. All right, last one to finish it out. We'll probably do an episode of our top quarterback rankings some point this offseason. Who are your top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL heading into the next season? 1 through 5. Zach, Trevor, go first. I got to be.
My top 5 quarterbacks going. So number 1's obviously Tyrod Taylor. No, at 1 I got Allen. 2 I got Mahomes. 3.
Jeez, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Man, that was unbelievable. You know how far away his toilet is from his
yeah, I do. I've been to that apartment. Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh my God. So 1 Allen, 2 Mahomes, 3 gets tough. 3, 4, 5 are so close. I'm gonna go at 3. Give me. Jeez.
Desmond Ridder or no?
No, he was never top 5, dude. Not even in my wildest dreams was he top 5.
Sam Howell and Tyler Heineke were top 10. So
they were top 10, not top 5. Who's the third guy there? Give me at 3. Give me Lamar at 3. Give me.
this is rapid fire, Zach.
Sorry, dude. This is a hard question.
I almost pooped my pants.
Give me Stroud at 4. Give me Herbert at 5.
Wow, Trevor's. Mine is Allen, Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar, Stroud. Trevor?
Mahomes, Lamar, Burrow, Allen, Aaron Rodgers.
What? How do you have Burrow above Allen?
He's Trevor.
Just heading into next year.
That's a wild opinion, but okay, dude, it's okay.
Yeah,
you can be wrong. That's fine. That's the beautiful thing about America.
We'll do either like a top 15 or top 20.
Shout out to Toby Keith.
Sometime this offseason. So we'll debate it a little bit more.
We'll debate on it. I got to go through, check the numbers, look at the statistics, watch some game film, get a really solid list.
And I'm lucky I didn't say Kyler Murray because I was thinking.
And for the first time ever, we talked about this. I think we'll do this offseason. We'll do some top 10 lists all time, which you've never done before.
I'm not doing that shit.
Yes, you are. You're a football analyst. You need.
They're all going to be from the late 2000s to the 2020s.
Yeah, my memory starts with like Josh Freeman.
Well, that should be. Yeah, it'll be fun offseason once we get there.
You know, Justin Fields is rated higher on Madden than Trevor Lawrence.
I did know that.
I did know Madden's. Trevor said Madden's on sale for like $20.
Yeah, y'all should buy it, and then we can start a league.
He said
2K is on sale for $15.
Yeah,
this isn't a basketball podcast. I don't know why we're talking about 2K.
Trade deadlines tomorrow. DeJounte Murray, maybe? We'll see.
I was watching the Heat game earlier, but it was making my internet go bad.
It's not great. That should be fun Super Bowl.
Is there anything you guys want to plug before we head out tonight?
No.
Follow me on Twitter, Beerly Carey. Great takes every day of my life, and I will tell you about every story where Chinese people out of a tour bus applaud me for my greatness.
Pelicans Clippers.
Exactly.
Trevor, anything you want to plug?
No, absolutely nothing.
Nothing? Why not?
Like 10 seconds ago.
Just my mouth.
Just your mouth? You want to plug your mouth?
Yeah.
That's a very random thing you... Wait. Is this like a weird, like... Never mind. I don't want to go into it.
Yeah, let's...
All right. If you guys want to find something interesting to buy, it's still cold outside. Trevor freezes when it's like 52 degrees.
That's cold.
I freeze.
That's not that cold, guys. It's not cold at all. But if you guys are looking for something to keep you warm, we got plenty of stuff on the BeerlySports.creatorspring.com store. We got stuff from Beerly Football. We got the Beerly Football 2.0 line. We've got Beers and Bombs from Beerly OB. We got Beerly Hockey merch. And then we also still have the Beerly Sports Dad Cap right there if you guys are interested in any of that stuff. And we will have Beerly Hoops merch coming soon, hopefully. So if you guys are interested in any of that, make sure you check it out at the website. I will put a link in the description, and you can also find the link on all of our socials.
I've also heard if you need something to keep you warm, this cold season, if you DM Beerly Trev Scott on Twitter, he'll come snug with you for, no price, just a couple of Twisted Teas, and he'll be good.
And we can read about birds together.
Exactly.
Alrighty. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. And if you're listening to this afterward, thank you for listening. And we will see you guys post Super Bowl to talk about everything that happened in the game. We will see you guys next time. Have a good week.
Dude, there's a bird called the black race.